My favorite YouTubers, Alba and Preach, have uploaded a video reacting to the Being Ugly My Experience guy just got married, and we're gonna react to it live. Let's click it on, see what goes
My
on.
entire life, I've been treated quite bad. I feel really alone, and
So that's the main crux of this guy's whole video. He talks about how lonely he is, his experience being ugly, how hopeless he is. So it's glad I'm glad that he was able to change and
I
figure some stuff
felt
out.
like I was gonna search YouTube
A lot of
for
people kind
people
of
with the
don't.
same issue as me, and that is being really unattractive. And I've been having lots of issues with that, because every video I come across is with a really attractive or normal person, and
Being
they have no
attractive
idea. There was this time when I
is
had a
all
date with
about
a girl, and I stood on the train,
how you view
on the
yourself.
train station, and I looked for her for.
No, I mean you could be like an 800-pound guy with the craziest looking alien face in the world, a billion times less attractive than this guy, and you'd probably still be able to get a date in theory. Well, maybe you can't really get around if you're that large, but you know what I mean. It's carrying your how you carry yourself holds so much weight.
For 2 hours before I was like, okay, she gave up. And then I went home, and then she wrote that when she saw me, I was so ugly, she didn't have the encouragement to talk to me. That was a girl that treated me so badly and was just using me. She called me ugly. She forced me to walk 5 to 10 meters behind her. She'd never hold my hand. She never kissed me.
That is so wild. Like it's impossible to not feel bad for this guy. That's insane. Um, no one deserves to be treated that badly, and I'm glad to see this guy. Hopefully, in his marriage, he doesn't allow himself to be treated that badly, because that's completely wild.
It was not a good relationship. She never cared about me. She was always angry, aggressive. And for the first half year, she didn't really want to be in an actual relationship with me. She just wanted to be with me. Then she started calling me and being
Do you
like,
mean to say
you
months and
should
not
take me
years?
back because you are unlovable. I remember those words so clearly. You are unlovable.
Some people out there are just completely awful. Like the only reason somebody would say that to you and treat you that badly is because there's something very wrong with them, very broken in them, and they're just looking for somebody to torment because they just have nothing better to do. Like this guy's really nice. Whoever did that to him is just an awful piece of garbage.
Hey, and welcome to another blog. It's been a while since we've done a blog, and a lot of things
No
have
way, that's
happened.
his wife.
I'm here with my
What?
wife, Julie. We are
What?
very,
I mean, man.
um, yes, and my wife every single time.
All right, get over it. You was happy? You don't have to repeat it every 5 seconds. We know you happy. I'm happy for you.
What do you mean? It's just honeymoon.
Hold on.
It's just
Jesus
honeymoon.
Christ. Happy for you. All right?
I mean, I'm questioning it a little bit. Like that woman is definitely out of this guy's league by by a lot, and like this guy just exudes no confidence. And I hope it's real. I really hope it's real, but this could be this could be a fake that this guy's actually married to this woman. But who knows? Like maybe somebody likes certain things about him, right? Like you can be pathetic, you can lack confidence, and somebody out there is going to be attracted to that. So who knows?
Don't need to rub it in the face of people. All right? We get it. It's your wife. Your husband, wife, husband, wife. We get it. What you
Like
wanna
they're
say?
married. That
Hey,
that's the part that I'm kind of worried about because I mean I've seen this video, this original video by this guy. It seems like years ago, so I mean, if he's been with this woman since around that time, then yeah, them being married makes sense. But if they've known each other a short time, then it might be a different kind of situation. 90-Day Fiance.
What?
Why are you being a hater?
I cannot be a hater.
Yeah, you're hating really hard. That's crazy hating. They just came off their honeymoon.
Come, like, whenever someone's hating, it's oftentimes because they don't have that thing. I have it.
No.
Okay.
You have it and still be hating. Some people are miserable inside. Some people are married and
cool.
they're hating on other married couples.
I just don't like. It's not a question of hating. Not everything is hating. Not every time someone disagrees.
True. I didn't feel like Preach was hating on him at all. He was just saying like, hey, you don't gotta brag, because I mean, how's that hating?
This PDF editor is great.
Oh my god. Sorry for the ad.
Like PDA. I don't like public display of affection, alright? I don't like when people just smooshing everything and stuff. It's not me hating on them. It's me not wanting to see that shit. I don't like that. I don't hate on them. I don't want to see that in public.
Exactly. And that's basically what this guy's doing. He's putting it out there and bragging about it. Nobody really wants to see that. It makes people feel uncomfortable. Just like people making out in public. I definitely subscribe to these guys, Abba and Preach. I mean, you've probably heard of them, and you've probably never heard of me, but they are just two of the absolute best YouTubers.
That's not
been killing it for a long time.
It makes me cringe. When you say I'm with my wife, that's my wife. My wife will hear my. That makes me cringe. Because I'm like, yeah, I got it the first time you said it. It's not a hate thing. It's just you don't have to repeat it that much. I heard you the first time you said it.
They just got married. They can't be excited right after just getting.
Yeah, I see what he's saying. Yeah, they should be excited.
Sure. Okay, so there's not contexts in which someone you just like, all right, this is their moment. If it's 10 years in and they still get excited, fine. They just got married.
Yeah, so just be excited. So repeating it is not necessary. That's just me.
Yeah, you don't have to express it verbally.
My wife.
Like post about it. Like you could in 2 seconds be like, yeah, we got married. You high five each other in the video, and that's that. But like the puppy dog stuff, unneeded.
No, get on with it. It's not a question of love or whatever, whatnot. It's with anything. That's me. The first 5 seconds that you say the thing, I was like, yeah, okay. What is it that you want to tell me? You're not gonna stay here saying tell me that it's your wife, because I know you got other things that you want us to say.
I would rather they just posted a quick picture of their wedding or something.
I don't think it's hating. If you think it is, then it is. Then.
Okay, all right. Loving the positive energy. Let's keep going.
Yes, a lot of things have happened lately.
Oh, there they go. I'm glad they're doing this.
Home tour time. We have moved and we are quite well settled, so we're gonna show off our new place and how we've decorated.
Man, it looks like this guy's been making content. I did not know that. I mean, I kind of assumed, because he was putting himself out there, and he got like a mixed response, right? Negative and positive. People dunking on him, people, while they're dunking on him, also giving him advice, saying he's a nice guy, which he is.
And all that.
I should check out his content.
This is how it looks in general.
So, for those of you who don't know who this person is, we covered a video about him where basically he couldn't find anybody and just said everybody was repulsed by him. And he just had a lot of bad dating experiences. I think it was being ugly, his experience. He talked about that.
Oh yeah, his experiences were very bad, like completely unreasonably bad.
Crazy amounts of rejections, how women would tell him to walk behind him because they didn't want to be seen beside him.
My entire life, I've been treated.
I don't know how old he is. Like, he looks young. He looks like 24. I think he might have been late 20s.
Quite bad.
When he posted this.
I feel really alone, and I felt like I was gonna search YouTube for people with the same issue as me. Writing with people who had it difficult, who were sad, and like who didn't have it easy. And
I think long hair is a very bold choice for a lot of people, a lot of men. Like, I imagine he like grooms it and stuff when he's about to go on a date or a situation where he's likely to meet a woman. But even then, probably not the play.
That's when I first met the first girl in my life.
Like some guys can rock long hair, but it's like a very specific look that's hard to pull off.
That wanted to be with me. And I spent 7 years with that girl, and I regret it very much. We were just friends. It was chill. She was actually a
Like
terrible
if you're
human
about to put your
being.
hair in a ponytail, don't do it. Like, cut that.
That's some fucked up shit.
And you know, a lot of people were just being like, "Yeah, you ugly," and some other people were trying to send words of encouragement. So this guy's channel is called Never Give Up. And yeah, he said it's very demoralizing looking this way and trying to date. And yeah,
It definitely is. There is. It's not
3 years
easy.
later, the dude's married.
Yeah, you got this thing going on.
The thing about that with the appearance, it's a critical factor, and it's going to be way harder. Like, if you're not at least average looking, and you don't have like a way to present yourself, to like express yourself through like clothing or whatever. Like, I'm somebody who wears the same stuff I've worn since I was in high school. I wear like hoodies. Most of the time I'm wearing shorts. Like, I look like I'm about to play basketball at all times, or although I rarely play it. It's just this very like casual, laid back look, but that kind of matches my personality, where I'm all about comfort and convenience, and I'm a very laid back person. But within being laid back, I can be very passionate and intense about the things that I'm into,
I'm happy for him.
and that
That's what's up.
So he turned it around.
It
and
works
switched it
for
up.
me.
And, sometimes we don't be showing love to people when they do it and they turn it around. So I was like, you know what? It was a good story. I ended up messaging him. I asked him if he had anything you wanted to say on the topic or anything you felt. He said, listen, everyone's situation is different, so I don't know how much I could really say, but, kind of like my username, just never give up. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good message. I was thinking about interviewing for this, but
Yeah, it's an incredible message. Like, I'm starting to think maybe this guy is actually for real, and this isn't a weird green card situation, which I don't even know what country that guy lives in. He's got an accent from unlike American accents or Canadian accents, so could be just about anywhere. So yeah, never give up. Like I've said in other videos, things just kind of improve. You're only going to get better with experience. If you're lonely, you got to be like asking people out. You got to be like actively trying to be social. You're not going to suddenly like have a social life. It's a build up, it's progression. So never giving up is a key part of that, because as soon as you lose that hope, you just aren't working towards anything. You've just given up and being sad.
Like, I could understand his situation and how bad it is. And the thing is that in the previous video, he was brutally honest about what he was going on. And like, yeah, dude.
Like, I think a key part is making friends. Now that's hard, especially if you've like moved around a lot and you don't have friends to like bounce off of and make mutual friends, right? Like, say I go to a bar. I rarely ever do, but say I'm there with like coworkers or friends. It kind of just puts you in a good mood, and you end up meeting like other people who are there who you don't know. Like, sometimes it'll be mutual friends. Your friend brings a friend along, or like somebody they're related to or whatever. But sometimes it's just like other people at the bar, right? Like, they see you having a good time, they approach you, and it could even be like a guy or whatever, and you get more friends that way, and then you build more and more friends, and that basically always leads to meeting more and more women. but you got to take the first steps
I get what
and
you
not
mean,
lose
man,
hope,
stuff
not
like
give
that.
up.
It is not easy. But the fact that you're able to find someone and stuff, that's cool. That's mad cool. That's dope.
And nothing stops you from being like the coolest, smartest guy ever, right? Like maybe you're not the most good looking guy out there, but just being friends with people will help you to be more easygoing and understanding and more sociable, right? The more you're around people, you're just gonna naturally pick up these social skills. You're just nobody starts out being great at being like popular and getting along with people, right? It's a built skill. Everything in life is a skill that you build up over time through experience. So you got to start small, and you got to progress. You got to keep her going, and you'll get there to where you're making all these friends, and things will go good for you. And just because you're set back by being unattractive or whatever, it doesn't mean that you can't learn how to be social, learn how to be funny, learn how to be like fun to be around, and that's going to naturally attract people.
Doesn't mean that
That-
anybody's gonna
that'll
find that, but
that will attract people
everything
more
that's
than
a
being
great
good
message,
looking
that's
ever
great,
will.
man.
So what do you mean before that? What do you mean not anybody's gonna find that?
Because even with his not even having his predicament of looks and stuff like that, I don't think that everybody's
Like look at Steve Buscemi, right? Like I would love to hang out with Steve Buscemi. It has nothing to do with his appearance, right? Like, and probably millions of other people feel that way because the guy's just interesting. Probably has like some incredible stories, has experienced so much cool shit, and would be able to like share those experiences. And that's what you got to become. And you can actually become like that pretty quick.
gonna find someone. So it could be very hard for some people, you know what I mean? But it's always good to not lose hope. It's a good thing not to lose hope, and just you don't know what's out there for you. And at the same time,
And I think a big part of that, developing those skills, is specifically by avoiding certain avenues of the internet, like groups of men talking about how hopeless they are. Like there can be some positivity in that, but I find in group settings it can be very negative. And just like these guys, Alba and Preach have dealt with the kind of like they call it like the red pill community, and that consists of some guys who are like pickup artists and stuff. I find that stuff to be really negative, and these guys have separated themselves from that community because these guys are just guys, right? Like they're just dudes who are like YouTubers who just because they're funny, outgoing guys, they kind of like naturally fall into that community a little bit, but they separate themselves because they're not trying to espouse those values, which are kind of the wrong values to have and aren't gonna really help people.
same token, who am I to say that nobody's gonna find something? Maybe there is just someone out there. I wouldn't know. Just like I don't know.
I mean, there's already people dying alone today. So
Yeah.
the idea that there's going to be more in the future is not an insane thing to say.
Yeah, it's
but
just-
it just shows you, despite all the setbacks that he as an individual
Uh-huh.
has, not rich,
Yup.
not good looking,
Yup.
not necessarily the most charismatic individual in the
True.
world. But you know what? Staying persistent and trying to improve himself, he ended up finding somebody who was a match for him. So that just shows you everybody can, not everybody will. Now, why you can't is a variety of reasons. Some people it's circumstantial, but a lot of people it's their own self-inflicted wounds, its own expectations for life, or maybe what they want out of a partnership just doesn't really exist in reality.
Why I like his messages because sometimes you feel like there's nobody for you when you lose hope and stuff like that. And whenever you go on a date, you sabotage yourself because your mindset is not there.
What they're saying right now could not be more true, right? Like a lot of these guys go into these situations, and women too, where they just have already decided things are hopeless and they still carry that weight, that baggage with them going forward, and it has this negative impact which creates more hopelessness because they keep failing because they have that all that weighing on them, right? Like say you go on a date with somebody and you can tell that they're very troubled and they have a lot weighing on them and they have all these issues. If you can if they're expressing that through their expression, how they interact and stuff, that's gonna be off-putting, right? It just is.
You already
So
think that, well, there's nobody gonna be able. I'm never gonna be able to meet someone. So if you go out there with that mentality, you might sabotage yourself even more than you think.
even if you're not trying to express that, even if you're actively telling yourself like, I am this like hopeless, this is doomed. If you think that, it's gonna be expressed through your facial expressions, through your body language. It's going to come across, even if you're hiding it, even if you're putting an effort to hide it, they will pick up on it.
You know,
So
well,
you,
anyways, that
you need to
person's not gonna like
change
you.
that
Going
perspective,
there
because
with
that perspective
mindset
is
not
wrong.
gonna help you get anything and achieve anything or having a relationship or being appealing to someone. Nobody wants to be with a Debbie Downer or something like that. Someone that
So like confidence, it's not just thinking and convincing yourself that things are going to be positive and things are going to go well. It's knowing that they will. It's being like, I have this skill. I'm funny. I'm fun. I'm good to be around. I'm going to kick ass, right? And then you're going to go out and that's what's going to happen because you know it's going to happen because you're making it happen.
just look so much down on themselves and have a negative outlook on life. And so,
Or someone who shits on you when you're excited about something.
no, that's not the same thing. I'm shitting on somebody else. I'm trying to make
That's a good
somebody
point.
happy. That's not the thing. That's not that.
Oh, we got him good.
It's just, yo.
Wow.
To the point. The lovey-dovey shit. The Care Bear lovey-dovey shit.
Hey, you got your old man grumpy mode going.
It's just,
Oof. On point.
yo, when I see
That
couples,
grumpy.
all the high schnookums, I'm like, yeah, you love each other, but get the fuck out of my face. I'm sorry. That irks me. But I'm happy for them. That's what's up.
I think people got a grace period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to be like that after their honeymoon. I get it. It's
Yeah.
you. It's like every person I know. Right?
I don't
When
get
you
it.
just-
I don't get it at all. That's a step too far. That's over the top. You like relax with
start
it.
dating somebody, they get a little butterfly look on their face. They start talking about their partner. It's almost disgusting, but you understand it's fresh. I'm like, you know what? Go live your little happy moment. You're like, oh, I can't be separated. From go ahead. You know? And then if you're like that 3 years in, then I'm like, now you annoy me.
And I'm somebody who will talk about like how you should get excited for what you're excited about, right? Like if for some reason you're excited for when a Star Wars movie comes out, be excited about it. Like I love that. I love seeing people like dress up to go to the premiere or whatever, or really get into stuff. I go to conventions myself. I can't wait to finish a costume I'm making to go to a convention as a character, right? And I get excited by
But initially,
like a big movie release that I'm pumped
you
for.
know, there's no initial pick.
Nah,
And I love
you
that
ignored me
stuff.
From the jump.
Yeah, very.
You ignored me from the jump. It's not that.
I'm excited to call someone. You know, some people look for this person to be their wife their whole life. They want to find somebody.
Yeah.
Get that person.
Yeah.
That person. Because it's not like that for you. You didn't have that struggle because you kind of met your person when you was like 16, 17.
That's not the point.
That is the point.
No, that's not
because
the
when somebody wants something for so long, when they get it, the excitement for them could be a big thing.
That's not the
Especially.
point. That's not the point. You're missing the point.
Okay, go ahead.
The point is not so much the fact of wanting to. I am not so.
Like, yeah, of course he's right. He's going to be super excited. Yeah, of course. But like, it's too far. It's too much.
One that is a demonstrative person from the jump. It has nothing to do with wanting something so bad. There's some stuff that I've wanted for so bad and for so long that I have now. I don't be like, yeah, this. I don't show it like that. That's very personal to me. The way I feel.
I mean, he's right. Like, Preach doesn't naturally get super excited. Like, he doesn't have that like nerd excitement that a lot of people have. But I mean, I've seen it where he reacts to a video and he's excited for whatever somebody's gonna say next. It's just more specific things.
So it's not a question of whether you want something for so long and you have to. Oh, so now you're happy to. It's not that. It's whether you show it or you don't. Some things keep it to yourself, or
It's how you show it.
Say it. But when you rub it in, and I'm waiting for you to give me information, but you still at the first part, I'm like, hey,
I mean, that's part of the appeal of the guy, right? That's his whole brand, not intentionally, not like other people, but his brand is that it's like kind of cringy, right? Like
You're occupying my time right now. That's
it's the entertainment though. That was the
That's
best
just
part
what
of
it
that
is.
guy's
It has nothing
video.
to do with the
Is
fact
him
that
being
I'm
like
blaming someone that wasn't
overexcited.
there for so long.
Okay.
You're missing the point.
Okay, I'm missing the point. I'm sorry. Anything else you want to say on this topic? All right. Well, glad we could leave it on such a positive note. Congratulations on your marriage. Is all I wanted to say.
Congrats.
And go enjoy your wife and say it as many times as you want. Just don't say it around Preet.
And I feel exactly the same way. It's so good to see somebody get out of their mindset, their loneliness, really just dramatically improve their life. Hopefully he's super happy, and